Welcome back, friends. Today, we will discuss John Dewey's progressive education and Lev Vygotsky's zone of proximal development. Along with them, we will have a brief discussion on constructivism, humanism, and connectivism. So, we will start with constructivism theory. In this theory, students learn by filtering new knowledge through personal experiences. Some constructivist theories have been grouped under the category of student-centered learning. Proponents of student-centered learning include John Dewey, Jean Piaget, Howard Gardner, Lev Vygotsky, Carl Bereiter, Marlene Scardamelia, and Benjamin Bloom. Benjamin Samuel Bloom was an American educational psychologist who contributed to classifying educational objectives and mastery learning theory. The learner builds upon their previous experience and understanding to construct a new understanding. We all generate our own rules and mental models through which we interpret our experiences. Our mental models have to be adjusted to accommodate new experiences to be able to learn. Each learner constructs their meaning. Information is not passively absorbed or transferred. It provides tasks that allow them to reflect on or analyze the information. For example, search this index on X and list techniques that improve your search. New learning builds on prior knowledge. Students must compare and contrast old and new information to build new connections. Now let's discuss some of the important theorists under constructivism. The first important theorist is John Dewey and his theory of progressive education. In the USA, the progressive education movement was initiated in the 1880s and lasted 60 years. It helped transform American public schools from a budding idea to standard practice. John Dewey was a principal figure in this movement from the 1880s to 1904. Setting the tone for educational philosophy and concrete school reforms. Progressive education is a view of education emphasizing the need to learn by doing. To Dewey, the school is an important social and psychological institution. In school, we don't impart dry knowledge. For Dewey, a school is where the child learns from his own experiences. As a psychological necessity, he wanted the ideal school to be like a perfect home. He influenced the cooperative learning theory practice today. Dewey believed it was essential for students to develop knowledge and social skills that could be applied outside the classroom. By involving students in group discussions and answering questions, this theory encourages them to become active participants in the learning process rather than passive recipients of knowledge. Another most important theory is Lev Vygotsky's zone of proximal development or ZPD. Russian psychologist Lev Vygotsky is known for his work on psychological development in children. It is the difference between what a learner can do without help and what they can't do. Vygotsky argued that a child follows an adult's example and gradually develops the ability to do specific tasks without help. According to Vygotsky and other educators, the role of education is to provide children with experiences within their zones of proximal development, encouraging, motivating, and advancing their learning in such areas as skills and strategies. They can accomplish a task they would not be able to achieve on their own without guidance and support. Nevertheless, learners can fail even when support is provided if the task is not cognitively feasible. Now let's have a look at the humanistic approach to teaching. A humanistic teacher believes that knowledge and feelings go hand in hand in the learning process. Humanistic learning emphasizes both cognitive and affective learning. Rather than focusing on either intellect or feelings, lessons and activities should address the whole student. Humanistic education focuses on the student's concerns, interests, and intellect. Learning can either be hindered or facilitated depending on the mood and feelings of the students. Now let's discuss the connectivism theory. Connectivism is a way of understanding learning in an era of digital technologies. There is a particular emphasis on how internet technologies such as search engines, wikis, web browsers, online discussion forums, and social networks have contributed to new learning opportunities. Technology has enabled people to learn and share information in impossible ways before the digital age. Learning happens not simply within an individual but within and across the networks. Connectivism differs from constructivism. According to the theory, learning can reside outside of ourselves, is focused on connecting specialized information sets, and the connections that enable us to learn more are more important than our current state of knowing. Learning is viewed as a process of pattern recognition in connectivism. Connectivism resembles Vygotsky's zone of proximal development or ZPD and Engestrom's activity theory. Connectivism's emphasis on a learning theory for the digital age. It highlights the importance connectivity places on technology and its impact on how people live, communicate, and learn. Connectivism combines chaos, network, complexity, and self-organization theories. So that's all for today. In our next class, we will discuss andragogical and heutagogical models. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to get